House Democrats release alleged Jeffrey Epstein emails that reference President Donald Trump. Can't lie. This is the first time in a long time.
Jeffrey Epstein reportedly called Trump the dog that hasn't barked.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That mean he don't come? What the fuck does that mean?
I thought the allegation was that Trump knew about him. Here's the wild thing. There's I gotta go get it.
Well, he said in 2011 in the email, Epstein went on to state that an alleged victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. What does that fucking mean? I don't. Give me some cliff notes, not from Shade Room. Salute the Shade Room, but pull up something I can read what the fuck is going on quickly. But I gotta say, this has been a great couple of weeks for Democrats.
Let's see what they do with it.
Because don't think that it's a coincidence that soon as they agree to vote for the government to be reopened, this Epstein email drops. Don't think it's a fucking coincidence. It's all redacted though. Why would they be sending emails about this shit? Sometimes you got
No. I don't think the email's about this, but I think that like there was an email I think that was sent in 2014 where like Epstein's just saying all the people that are going to be there, and I believe in 2009, if I'm not mistaken, he was convicted of the sex charge with the minor. Right?
They just said the Trump administration just held a situation room meeting. U.S. lawmakers have released 23,000 pages of documents from Jeffrey Epstein's estate, including some that reference Donald Trump. Democrats on the House Oversight Committee released three email exchanges before Republicans released a much bigger, what is that, tranche? Tranche say? What's a tranche say? Tranche. What's a tranche?
It's like a bunch.
What's that, the shit between your ass and your fucking... What is that? Is that like another name for a gooch?
No. Oh. Tranche is just like, I think, a bunch of emails.
One of the three exchanges released by Democrats is between Epstein, a convicted sex offender who died in 2019, and his associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. An email from Epstein to Maxwell in April 2011 reads, "I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim spent hours at my house with him." The White House says the unnamed victim referenced is Virginia Giuffre, who repeatedly said President Trump was not involved in any wrongdoing whatsoever.
She killed herself recently.
Ugh. The name Virginia also appears in an unredacted version of the email released in the wider Gooch. Democrats say the emails strike a blow against the White House Epstein cover-up, while Trump says the Democrats are deflecting from how badly they've done on the government shutdown. Two things can be true, guys. Right? Two things can be true.
No, this is not good. The question is, do the American people, and I can't believe we're having this conversation, do the American people still have the appetite for Epstein? I could not fucking believe it. There was that famous interview or something like that where Trump was like, "You guys still care about Epstein?" Yeah. And like, we were like, "Yeah, we all care about Epstein. This is the thing that you guys said that you were going to expose fucking finally." Mm-hmm. And I mean, I haven't heard a peep about Epstein. This thing just gets dropped. I don't even know if they moved to actually do it. And here is my theory as to why.
Talk to me.
Here's an email in one of the Gooches. Doesn't look like you're prioritizing your schedule very effectively. Somebody, I think, texting or emailing Epstein. Schedule very effectively. How are you going to manage all of this and that? This is Unga week. So the boss will be in town too. I'll be here all week. You may get sick of me. Just sat down on the train so can talk freely.
You sat down with a trans?
Yeah. So then here's something. That was a response to this. Girls, ? Careful, I will renew an old habit. This week, Teal, Summers, Bill Burns, Gordon Brown, Jagland, who is the Council of Europe and Nobel Chairman, Mongolia President, Hardeep Puri, India, Boris, Gates, Jabor, Sultan, Dubai, I guess, Coslin, Harvard, Leon Black, Woody. You are a welcome guest at any. Also, if you think there are interesting people in town, everyone here for Climate Summit, Clinton Security Council. Holy shit, I'm on something for the next 30 minutes. I don't know if he's saying all those people he's interacting with or if they will be in town and that person can do it. But to me, it's like if he's interacting with those people, and this is happening in 2014 when he's already a convicted pedophile, why are you still engaging with somebody who's convicted in that?
Oh, I felt like
This
that.
is like a who's who list.
But I felt like that from the beginning, though. I felt like that. I think we talked about that on Brilliant Idiots before, because he got convicted in 2009, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, why was anybody dealing with him after 2009?
Well, yeah. Why do you have an office in Harvard after 2009?
That's what I'm saying. Like the shit never made any sense to me. You asked a great question. Do people still have an appetite for Epstein? It's interesting, right? Because we knew. I said Democrats should never stop talking about Epstein, but the zone got flooded so crazy.
Son, the
zone got flooded.
Talk to me, because I have theories on it.
It just got flooded. Like, it got flooded with, the government shutdown definitely flooded the zone. 40 days of people not getting no paychecks, the SNAP benefits. Like, it was a lot of other things.
Also, what is
the ICE raid? What
is the discussion online, though? Let's just be honest. What is the online discussion? Doesn't mean it's the mainstream discussion. Mainstream discussion is a little bit different. It's getting there. It's being pulled in the direction, but what is?
I don't know. What is it?
The discussion online is right wing. It's the Jews. Dave Portnoy's doing a fucking pizza review, and some guy is yelling some shit at him. Like, it's Jew, and then the left wing is Israel. So it's like they're almost touching at the tip right here. That's the horseshoe theory people talking about. But that is what is dominating the online discord.
Really,
Jews and Israel online.
Yeah.
Mainstream, like the biggest podcasts, or like the number one podcasts in the world right now, are all people who are going to specifically be harping on those things, like Candace Tucker. Like, that is the online discussion, and it has moved away from Epstein. Epstein was a majority online discussion. Yes, people in the mainstream would talk about it a little bit, but it wasn't as active as like
it was for a while.
Yes.
Even mainstream, it was for
when
a while.
When he
first
killed
happened,
himself. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about this year.
Oh yeah.
Like, it definitely was for a while, especially because everybody was like, why aren't they releasing files?
And when Kash Patel changed his tune on Rogan, the mainstream picked it up, but I think they picked it up as a way to get a win on Trump, right? It's like, yo, you ran on exposing this and draining the swamp. Now it looks like you're covering it up. So, but again, to me, that's an online discussion. Yeah, obviously.
Definitely covering it up.
So it's like, for me, I'm looking at the online discussion, and seems like the obsession right now is either with Jews or Israel online. And I'm curious if there's room there for Epstein. If they can tie Epstein to Israel, 100% there's room.
They did, you ain't see this shit? Hold
I know,
on.
there was
everybody.
I was like, who the fuck? No, you know what I'm talking about?
He had the spy staying at his house.
What the fuck, yo? Who was this guy, yo?
Yeah, so he had the Israeli spy who was working under Ehud Barak staying at his house.
Yeah, and Jeffrey Epstein helped Israel sell a surveillance state
to like an African nation, right?
Yeah, what is this shit? Cote d'Ivoire?
Cote d'Ivoire.
Leaked emails show the details behind talks between Cote d'Ivoire and Israel, shepherded by Ehud Barak and Jeffrey Epstein. Who the fuck was this guy, yo?
Epstein?
Yes.
So he was the ultimate facilitator. That's what I think it is. It's like this guy knew all the richest and wealthiest people, and then the rich and wealthy want to do business with other rich and wealthy.
With this type of shit, bro?
Well,
you don't let your fucking ecstasy dealer fucking help Israel sell a surveillance video to Cote d'Ivoire.
If you're somebody that worked in defense, right? And when you were in government and now you're out of government, what's your expertise? What you gonna do for a living?
Damn.
You're not gonna work in insurance. You're gonna work in defense. You're gonna sell that bitch to other countries that need it. Right? So who do you do to get connected to those people? Oh, this financier that for whatever reason has all these connections. I don't know. But it is very damning to look at this thing and be like, why is there a known spy staying at your house, and why are you coordinating deals on behalf of a foreign government? Now, what the defense would probably say is, why can't he connect people? Why can't he facilitate things for friends? Are you allowed to have friends in other countries and allowed to do things on their behalf? Is that illegal? Does that mean that you're also a spy? That's what they would say. But this is the type of stuff that's coming out, and this is the question that people will have. Will they be interested in this thing? I personally think they should. I would like some fucking justice for these girls. But the internet seems to be so singularly obsessed with one fucking conversation, right and left. They just frame it a little differently. The right frames it as Israel. Sorry, left frames it as Israel. The right frames it as Jews. But until they are able to move off of that, like the left pretends to care about, like the mainstream left talks about ICE. The mainstream right talks about immigration, right? So it's like the mainstream media talks about.
It's always a versus,
right? It's like it's two sides of the same coin, but they're not getting at what the online conversation is. Yeah. And I'm sure that they're a little concerned to have that online conversation because that shit is radioactive.
Yeah. I think most of these conversations start online, though.
Well, they do. And it takes time for the mainstream to be able to access what's going on there because they've got to look through like 40 different lenses. Like, should we amplify this? Can we avoid this?
No. I think that's all they do now.
Yeah.
I don't think nothing, like everything literally starts on social media for the most part. You could be watching television and you'll see a tweet pop up.
Yeah.
Such and such just tweeted this or such and such just posted this on TikTok. Like everything is reactionary to social media, which is dangerous because that's where a lot of the bots live. That's where it's so easy to manipulate conversation. It's so easy to get different things trending and talked about. Next thing you know, mainstream is taking it and validating it in some way just by even having a conversation about
it. This is what we were saying about the Riyadh Comedy Festival, right? Which is like for a week, everybody was talking about it. Literally 2 weeks go by, nothing. Now Mr. Beast is building a water park out there. Not a single peep about it.
Or not just Mr. Beast. They got the fucking women's basketball league.
Oh, yeah. So it's just like...
No, stay that. Let's stay here for a second.
You want to talk about the women's basketball league?
No, I want to talk about people's fake outrage over shit.
Well, this is to what you were saying. It's like, and this is the concern. With mainstream media, the concern is that it can all be manipulated by the sponsors of the show or the people who own the mainstream media platforms, right? So if like you're the pharmaceutical industry and you're sponsoring the show, you're not going to be making any jokes about pharmaceutical companies and you're not going to be making any jokes about, getting people addicted to opioids, right? You're going to be quiet about that. They can put that leverage on. Or if you own the company and you have certain, allegiances, you're going to make sure that those allegiances are taken care of, right? If you own the media company, right? But online, you can also fake the news through bots. You can also fake it through astroturfing, through fake comments, and you can make something feel bigger than it is. You can make it feel like it's an actual real story, when in reality, it's nothing and nobody actually cares.